From the Oklahoman Newsroom, this is a Thunder player-by-player season in review. I'm Jenny Carlson here with Anthony Slater. And let's talk a little bit about Perry Jones, obviously a guy that I think continues to have a lot of potential in people's minds, but we just haven't seen it. What's the biggest thing holding him back?
I think probably motor. When he's on the court, he kind of tends to float a little bit. I mean, we're talking about a 6'11" guy with, he's kind of got Kevin Durant type athleticism and looks if you're just like looking basketball player to basketball player. But when he's on the court, he doesn't really rebound, doesn't really drive to the rim that much, doesn't get assists, doesn't block shots. Just tends to kind of float and be content not messing up out there. And that kind of seems to be his biggest issue. Really, it goes back to college when he was a big-time prospect at Baylor, and he didn't kind of live up to the potential. Should have been a lottery pick, but a lot of teams backed off. That's why it hasn't been that much of a disaster for the Thunder because, they got him pretty late, took a chance, but, he's had flashes, kind of like Jeremy Lamb, probably, one of his best friends, but just hasn't, really turned the corner.
Is he a guy that stays with this franchise after this summer?
I don't know. I think, yes, if they had the roster spots just because he's on a cheap contract and, he has some potential and you could bring him in a pinch. He had a 32-point game this year. He's shown some stuff. But the fact that they kind of need to empty some spots, and really it might be better for Perry Jones and maybe even Jeremy Lamb to kind of free these guys. Maybe if they get on a lesser team where they can get more minutes, maybe get more confidence. So I'd lean towards no. I don't think Perry Jones will be on the roster next season, but we'll see. There's a lot of things that need to play out.
All right, thanks. Be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.